Hello, I'm Dr. Chad Hawk with Dr. Tom Gargiula, and we are representing Simplicity. And what we're doing today is we're going to be talking, sharing with you our ideas about what Simplicity is, why it was created, where its genesis came about. Tom, what's your take on why this Simplicity program has developed?
It's a great question, Chad. Why Simplicity has developed is what I see it as a kind of a metamorphosis of our own practices and our own lives. To where, in my case, I've been practicing 25 years. There's been lots of changes over those years. And for me, it's really what I like to say, simplicity on the far side of complexity. And I think Rick Sapio says that, to where, you go through a lot of stuff and a lot of programs and a lot of research and a lot of getting to know who you are. And in order for it to be simple doesn't mean easy. It's extremely simple once you work through all that stuff. So the point of creating Simplicity was to help docs fast track that type of a program, get there on purpose instead of by accident.
Excellent. I think for me, Simplicity is what I wish I had early on in practice. I think about all of I don't even want to call them rookie errors, because they're not necessarily rookie errors. They're errors in how I was thinking about my life, errors in judgment by accepting things that were true for perhaps other people, but not necessarily for me, because I wasn't clear, Tom, I wasn't clear on who I was.
Right. Absolutely. I totally agree.
So
totally.
When you think about Simplicity and who is this program correct or right for, who is that person?
Wow, I'd say, there's such a variety, but I think there's probably three categories. The first one would be a chiropractor that embraces a tonal model of technique, who wants to bring that model of adjusting through the entire practice as far as all the procedures, how they interact with their staff, how their staff interacts with the practice members. Just have every aspect of their practice be more congruent with being tonal. That's one. The second one would be a new doctor coming right out of the chute who can really get things lined up properly. As you and I just alluded to, the sooner in practice we can realize who we are and build the practice that we really want, oh my gosh, they're going to be able to help more people and have a much more balanced life. The third category would be people that have been in practice as long as I have or longer, 10, 20, 30 years, and either had the fire and lost the fire, or never really thought they had what they were always looking for in chiropractic. They want those miracles that they always heard about, or maybe they used to have and they don't have anymore. They love chiropractic, but they feel like something's missing with just making it totally explode for them. Not even necessarily from a numbers point of view, but from a passion point of view, from the type of people they're helping, and for what they want to actually achieve for their life, especially the longer they've been in practice. You're thinking a little bit about legacy. And to me, that's just so important, so important. What are your thoughts on that, Chad? Who would Simplicity be perfect for?
I think you're absolutely right in those categories. I have having the opportunity to go out and teach technique and be around a lot of different types of chiropractors, whether it's the student or the seasoned practitioner. In fact, just this morning, I had a chiropractor here at my house. He 32 years in practice, I believe, and the guy is broken. That's sad. And he says, I'm a Palmer grad. Back in the heyday. And I'm like, well, not quite the heyday, but pretty darn, it was still, Palmer was a good school then. And he got out of school, and what did he do? He went out and he started using a lot of techniques that were very postural based. And what did that mean? What did it mean to have postural based technique dominating what you're doing? It meant that he started using a lot of other things that weren't necessarily chiropractic in his practice. And that took him down paths. It became, what type of insurance plans do I need to get in to make more money? What do I need to do for the patients or to the patients so I can earn more income? What business decisions did I make that did not serve me well? And now I've got to make up that difference somehow. And I thought, this guy is sitting there crying, telling me this story, and he's 30 some years in practice. And Tom, my heart really broke for the guy, because here's what happened. He tasted chiropractic when he was in school. He tasted it, but he never jumped in. He never got so soaking wet that it dyed him to the core, and he can't get it out of him. And he wants that. He knows it's possible. He sees it in me. I thought, my goodness, I've only been in practice, 16 years, And he sees it in me, and he wants that. It's possible. And it has nothing to do with a procedure. It has nothing to do with your numbers. It has nothing to do with my expectations for somebody else, or me standing on a stage saying, oh, you have to have this many people. If you're not seeing this many people, then you're not good enough. Why aren't you serving the world the way you need to be? It has nothing to do with that.
Right.
It has to do about you finding what's right for you in your life and getting your life congruent with your practice, and your practice congruent with your life, so that you can be free.
Absolutely. I totally agree, Doc. And that's the hard part. So many people have been to so many different seminars that they don't realize who they are anymore. There's so many masks that we put on without even realizing it. It's not even always a conscious thing. We've learned so many things. We've learned so many different scripts that we forget who we are. And that's another exciting part for me about the Simplicity program, is really getting to the core for the first time in a long time for some people, just like this doc, of who they are and what they really want to do.
Yeah. I gave him an adjustment about 2 weeks ago now. It was his first tonal adjustment he's ever had. He used MC2, gave him his adjustment, and it was this eruption of passion. He said, I haven't been adjusted like this forever. What did I do? I did 2 adjustments on the guy. Two thrusts, that's it. And he's been so used to getting 9, 10, 12, 14 adjustments per visit. He's been adjusted his whole life. And it was an eruption of emotion for him, a reconnection, because the way we're looking at simplicity is vitalistic. It's tonal. And that's the difference, I think. It's a way of taking care of your life that has nothing to do with outside in and everything to do with inside out.
Yes, that's another fun part about Simplicity, is it's holographic in the sense that it's not just about your practice. It's about your relationship with your spouse, your children, your friends, your leisure time, whatever's important to you in life. Simplicity bridges all of those together, so everything is 100% congruent, and it's based on what you want, not what I want personally for you, or what Dr. Chad wants for you, or Dr. Chris, or Dr. Dustin. It doesn't matter. It's what you want for you, but it's rediscovering that.
Yeah, it is. Tom, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. I want everybody to know what a genuine, amazing person Tom is. He, in many ways, flies under the radar in our profession, but he's somebody who you definitely want standing beside you and with you. And I hope that you sign up for Simplicity. The dates are it's in Denver, August 28th, 29th. Registration is very limited. Tom, only 16 people, right?
Yes, sir. That's it.
16 chiropractors. You're allowed to bring 1 staff or a significant other or spouse with you, and that's it. It is very intense. It's one-on-one attention. There's never been anything like it in our profession. I hope there's a lot more like it eventually one day, but it's your opportunity. Please sign up. Visit www.practicesimplicity.org and click on Denver. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, Chad. Bye.